Good morning, guys. It's the weekend, and I'm gonna turn this. I I don't want it to be too loud, and forgive me for all of this, you all. Um, there's something coming across my screen. Don't know how to get it off. Um, mm, okay. Hope y'all can still see me. Okay, I got it off. So. I'm about to do something and explain to you all something that I really don't do on this channel or show on this channel, a part of my life that I'm not ashamed of. I'm proud of it because it works and because it's a part of me, part of my heritage, part of me, my life. Um, that is, um, this morning I was getting ready to basically do a spell. And I just felt led for some reason to not necessarily do it on air, but to kind of let you all know what it is, what I'm about to do, how to do it. And yeah, just kind of show you. And I'm going to explain a little bit. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want to go ahead and get to the spell and how it works and maybe something else, some other videos that I may have today. Um, so first of all, like I say, um, I know that's a part of this channel that y'all aren't used to, that y'all don't know anything about. And I actually had made another channel for this, and I've done some. Uh, I may go over there, kind of look, kind of listen to what I've already done because they're not public. I didn't make them public. I put them on there, and I don't think I made them public. But it is actually another channel that I have that I wanted to have these things for people because they work. Now, let me give you a little background. There are so many different types of uh, so many things you can call them. I call it spiritual work. Uh, I call it root work. A lot of times, there's so many different names that you can call it. But one of the foundational things to doing spiritual work is it would be so good if you had a family lineage in it. That really, really helps because what it does is it causes the ancestors, the spirits, and um, whatever your intentions are to to get that help from your family line, from your ancestors or spirit guides or whatever, because they get it, they understand what you're talking about. They're able to lead you and guide you in that way, and able to do the work that um, you need to do. Um, and so we already know there are so many different sects of spiritual work. My particular family line and spiritual sect is in hoodoo. Um, it would take too long to know, to even get into how I know that and how it is. Um, I know that it is. I have many family members who, have carried it on, still carry it on. Um, and it's not, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, now, because it was in my family line, I practiced some when I was younger. And then We're also Christian, like most people. So for y'all, for those of y'all who want to come say that you can't be a Christian and do spiritual, you can. You absolutely can. Matter of fact, it helps. If you really truly understand it, it helps. There's nothing blasphemous about it. I'm not worshiping no other God or whatever. It is completely spiritual, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I know who I'm calling on. I know, I mean, it works. I can't even explain to you why I do something that works, and the fact that it's in me. But and then I put it down when I was younger because um, I really got into Christianity of it, Christianity. I got into ministry and the whole thing. And so um, there was a time in my life when I had been so detached from it. I'm talking about years. I'm talking about from like teenagehood when I kind of was in it, learning about it, using it, and that was a very short time. I just knew that it was in my family, and and it did work for me back then. But I went another way, and so when uh, when it came up again, because it came up to me, I had not messed with it. I had not indulged in any of that for many years. Wasn't even on my mind. But I was in a situation where, excuse me, guys. I was in a situation where um, I had fell on hard times because of a relationship. Not going into detail, but basically the situation that I was in, it was okay, it was workable, but it wasn't going to work long term. And the person who was helping me, I am so, I don't know if it's because I'm a Pisces or what, but I am so spiritually in tune with stuff. Like I can know what people are going to do before they do it. Like I know what's in their mind and in their head and in their heart. I know, especially when it comes to me. And so I knew this lady's intent was at the end of the day, and I may go into that and tell y'all about that story one day, but it's actually pretty interesting. Um, but at the end of the day, I knew this lady was gonna be, trying to put me and my daughter out because of, just because she was not being a very nice lady. Like her true intentions were beginning to show. So anyway, long story short, I was in a bad situation because I had had a surgery. Well, as I knew what was going to happen and knew everything that could see and feel coming up, I had to have surgery. I had to have an emergency surgery. Um, it was horrible timing because I was trying to get out of that situation, but I had to have the surgery. Having this surgery probably put me back a month, 5 weeks, uh, and because I needed to heal, and I still rush myself. And I'm so grateful that my body is healthy and has pretty much always been healthy. But I should not have been doing the things that I was doing and, rushing myself. But I kind of didn't have a choice. And I healed. I healed okay. But during all of that, um, I swear one day, like I'm really at a point to where, things are getting and looking desperate and I don't have any other help, you know. Um, and so It came to me one day, exactly what I needed to do. This, just inside of me, the spirits, ancestors, guides, whatever you want to call them, spoke to me to get some candles for burning, for intentions, uh, to buy some oils. And I'm telling you, these are things that had not come up in years. I had not even thought about that because when it came to me, I'm like, whoa. I mean, I was shocked because I'm like, it came to me just exactly what to do. I don't remember um, all of the things that I was supposed to get and buy, but one in particular was called a road opener candle, and I was instructed. I didn't even know where to go online and look. I really didn't. I didn't even know where to look, but I googled and I found a place, whatever. And it was sent, and whatever else I was supposed to do, and it told me exactly what to do. And long story short, uh, I got one of those, like a long burning candle, like a 36-hour road opener. It was one of those kind of thick ones. And I was supposed to burn that continually and do whatever else and speak my intentions over uh, my life and my situation. Long story short, I did it. And within the next month, I had a job, a long term job. I had an apartment. I had gotten an apartment. I hadn't moved and done all of that yet, but I'm just saying I got the apartment as in I was approved, and got um, a good long term job. And there I was. I was set. I was absolutely set, and I was so thankful, and I was so grateful for the spirit telling me to do what it told me to do. And I changed my situation like that. And I have not looked back. I haven't been in that situation again. I haven't been without a job again. I mean, and so with uh, with that happening, I have just picked it back up and haven't put it down again because I know that I need it. That was like confirmation that this is what I need to do for most things in my life. It's safe, it's easy, you're not hurting nobody. You and me in particular, I really don't do dark magic. I really don't. Most of the things that I do is like for my family, for peace, for a job, for my son or something, for just for money, to continue to be steady. I mean, I have, and the way that the spirit works with me is the spirit tells me when I need to do something. The spirit tells me exactly what I need to do. I've learned to listen. I've learned to follow instructions just like now. Like I say, I don't do this. I really don't give out information like this. I did recently though, help a coworker. She and I are very close, and I really had never just say burned anything for anybody and just really helped them in that sense. But I did. The spirit told me exactly what to do, how to do it, what to get for her. And, I have checked back with her more than once. And, she said that, things are a whole lot better. She had peace of mind, you know. Um, And yeah, she just said that she feels like there's some things that she needs to work on, which is always the case. I mean, when you're doing magic or anything like that, sometimes it's kind of for like an immediate situation or just for a specific situation, but that does not, take away the fact that you still should be working on yourself or working on the situation or just working on whatever to get lasting results or permanent results, you know. Um, I do it because it works. I do it because it works for me. Um, and like I said, I really think that you need to have some type of family line in whatever practice that you're going to go into. The reason I say that is because it helps you and it helps it to be stronger. Um, I probably could learn, but let's say, I started being interested, well, I think even to have an interest, something must be pulling you. But let's say I got an interest to start doing voodoo or start doing Santeria, something like that. Um, because it's not really in me and in my family line, I don't know a whole lot about either one of those. Um, I don't know if it would work as well as hoodoo. I really don't. I know hoodoo works for me because I understand it. I know the lineage. I know when the spirits talk to me about it, it is about doing hoodoo. You know what I'm saying? It's not about doing some other, something else I need to do. But anyway, so let's get to this. That's why I do it. That's what I do. Like I said, usually the things that I do are, I guess, what you consider white magic. It's personal. It's for family. It's for good. Of course, good and bad is, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of it depends. I mean, good and bad is kind of it could be good to you, bad to somebody else. It could be bad to you, good to somebody else. That's, can't think of the word I'm looking for. But just real quickly, I have done uh, a little dark work, not a lot of dark work, but I'm gonna tell you, the dark work that I have done has been usually to get somebody off of me, or usually to counter something that I know that somebody is bringing toward me or coming at me with. Um, Sometimes it's getting rid of people. I have gotten rid of not a whole lot of people, but I've gotten rid of some people. I ain't killed nobody. I ain't, none of that. I just make them disappear. I just make them get out of my life. And that's really my thought process. I don't care where they go, as long as it's far, far, far away from me, you know. Uh, uh, and so let's get into this. This shouldn't take long. I just wanted to go into a little explanation of me, what I do. It is a part of me, a part of my life. I've been practicing all my life, might as well say. But this one, it must be, that it's going to help somebody. Somebody must need it for the spirit to even be telling me to put it on here like this. Um, but this one right here this morning, and I've actually had this candle ready for about 2 weeks. Um, but anyway, so I got the intention to do a happy family spell, a happiness for my family spell, a getting along spell. This is all one thing. Getting along, being happy, peace. So what I did, I have a candle. Um, and what I did with this candle was I wrote happiness on here. I wrote peace on here. I wrote joy on here. I wrote love, togetherness. I don't know if I wrote togetherness. I think I wrote unity and so forth. I put um, all those in my household who um, who I'm actually speaking about, my son, my daughter, grandchild, the whole, and even those who are in my household as far as bloodline, as far as like brothers and things like that. You can put, when you put household, you can put your aunt, your aunties, I mean, whoever is close to you that you want to make a part, they are a part of your household. They can even not be kin to you, but it's your household, and you put that, you put, this, you can't see this at all, but it is engraved um with those things on the spell, on the candle, the names, uh the words, and so I have this. I am going to anoint that candle um, with my oils. I have a protection oil. I have a peace in the home oil, and then I have High John the Conqueror. I use High John the Conqueror for so much because you can. I've always known about High John the Conqueror. It's just I can't even. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. It is for almost anything that you want to conquer, that you want to overcome, that you want victory over, that you want success on. I mean, just it gets rid of bad, it gets rid of negative. It's for peace. It's for I mean, it's for everything. High John the Conqueror oil, just High John the Conqueror itself, whatever form you use it in, it's almost like an all-purpose. It really is like almost like an all-purpose um, oil or entity, whatever it is you want to call Hot John. It works. It just works. You can use it for just about anything, and I do. So I have those. I'm going to anoint those with the oil. I'm also going to write down my petition. Writing down your petition is just basically writing down what you want. It's writing down, you can make it a prayer, you can make it a command, you can just write it out, you know, um, that, my family love one another. My family is close. My family are able to talk to each other. My family will always have that closeness, that bond, that love, that unity together. No friction, no fighting, no misunderstandings, no hatred, no bitterness, no jealousy toward each other. Um, and you write those things down. Now, it's best to write it on colored paper. Write your intentions on colored paper. Um, I've That's just something I've always done. I used to have a bunch of grocery bags, brown paper bags, and I don't even know what happened to them, but I had a whole bunch of them, and that is what I used to always write my intentions on. Um, I Anyway, I don't have all the paper bags no more. Wish I did. I may have to get me some more. But so what I did is I got this paper from Amazon actually, and some of them, as you can see, some of them are like green, it's purple, it's pink, blue, so all different colors. Um, you can look up colors, the intent of colors uh, for spells and so forth, if you want to. Um, so you could use the color that kind of coordinates to what you're looking for, what you're doing. But anyway, get that paper, write that in those intentions down there. Um, and even though I'm going to burn my candle, I really like freezer spells. I have done freezer spells forever. And well, I'm not going to say forever because they were not, back in the day, they weren't, it wasn't something I really knew about. But since I have, they work so awesomely. And um, that's why I use them. And so I'm going to write that intention down there. What I use is just a plain old Ziploc, like a quart sized bag, or you can use a small bag if you want. I will get the intention, I will fold it up. Um, when you're trying to get rid of something or get something away from you, you want to fold the paper away from you. When you're trying to bring something to you, and when it's, for you or whatever, you would fold it towards you. So I'm going to fold that paper towards me. Um, going to keep my prayer, my intention going through the whole entire thing. Get my Ziploc bag, put my intention in it, fill it with water, seal it up, drop it in the freezer. That's it. That's it. What the freezer does is it seals it. It's just like when the ice, seals it across there. That's what a freezer spell does. And so that's why I like to put mine in the freezer. I don't always put them in the freezer. I may not be led to. I may just burn the candle. I may just have the intention near the candle. I may, like, I have spells where I have put the paper on an object and leave it there. I have one actively going right now, where I did something like that. Um, and so, let's see if I forgot anything so I can end this video. That's really it. I mean, that's really it. I'm going to do that and not worry about it, not think about it no more. I don't usually, sometimes there's some things that is ongoing, but and I just continue to, something like this, like happiness, protection, peace, something like that. I actually do it kind of ongoingly, and so I won't ever have to like do another freezer spell part of it, but I may, if I feel led, if the spirit leads me, I may do another candle in another month or another however, sooner if I need to. Um, just to keep it going. And just to keep it going is not because it doesn't work or it won't work. It's because you continue to have so much stuff coming at you. So many, I mean, so many arrows coming from so many different ways. And sometimes you may not need to do the whole spell. You just may need to, kind of touch up this area right here with these folks or whatever right here. So you just burn your candle and you just keep it going. I mean, when you do spiritual work, one of the things about it is you really have to listen to the spirit and really be able to do what you need to do at that time, you know, because you're getting it at that time for a reason. So it's good for you to be able to move at that time. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish up. Um, I'm going to anoint it. I'm going to go ahead and write my petition, everything, put it in the freezer, and I'm good. Nothing else to it. I have all the confidence in the world that it's going to work. They always do. Um, I manifested. I want to tell you, this is just like a little victory one, just one, because there's so many. But I actually seriously manifested a wonderful girlfriend for my son. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, she's black. That wasn't necessarily a part of, what a part of it, but the spirits know my heart and whatever, and I would prefer my son to be with a black woman. At the end of the day, I just want him to love. I just want him to be good to people, but I would rather be a black woman. It's just me and my choice. But what I'm saying is that I didn't ask for that, you know. Um, but she is absolutely everything I asked for. You know, my son at one point was very into, looked like he was just into tits and behind, like that. That's all. And you know, no, they weren't good. And okay, here's the thing. My son is like he don't necessarily like put me in his business like that. Like I don't get into that stuff with him. But we are very close, and he is very, he trusts me. Even at the age that he is, he will come to me for advice still. Um, and so he would have these relationships and he would have these issues with, these girls. He liked them young too, 22, 23, 20, whatever, and he was getting older past that. And I'm just like, you know, what you asking for and what you are expecting, you're not gonna find that with these little young girls that the type of young women that you are going after. And I mean, because these little girls were still club hopping. And I say little girls because they little girls to me. They are still club hopping, like they still in the club, like you know, yeah, they probably messing with other men or their exes or whatever, and they don't want to sit down and be, Molly Homemaker, like what my son was. He wasn't asking for that, but that's kind of what he needed in his life. And so I told him, I said, when he came to me, I told him, I said, it seems like to me, you need an older woman, someone who, has all that out of her system. She's not looking for that. She has a nice little career and she's looking to just settle down and just whatever, or just not be in the clubs, not looking at other guys and not fighting and all that. That was another thing. Like these little young girls, they would be fighting and everything. And like my son, that's one of the things that I taught him. Like he does not hit women. He would not hit a woman. Like I raised him very old fashioned, very much a gentleman. I mean, and he has that. He has all of that. The greatest respect for women. Like my son, and I am so thankful, is one of these guys who feel like all this mess that's going on with these guys and everything. He's like, he don't even understand it. Like he told me, like, mama, like I don't understand how these dudes just want to sit up under a bunch of musty dudes all day long. Like how they want to do that. Like I want to be with my girl. Like I want to be looking in her face, looking in her eyes and everything. And I was just like, yeah, I knew he was like that, but I love the fact that he said that. Like the stuff that goes on in social media, which he really does not even do. But all of this craziness and stuff that's going on, like he just figure like mama, I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. Like I don't, and I'm like, I'm just glad you ain't like that, you know. Um, but anyway, so I began to pray, um, and put my intentions on, and I don't even think I don't think I did a candle spell or anything like that for him. I just wanted it so bad, and I would just pray about it for him to get a good girl because he's a good guy. He really is, and I know probably maybe all moms say that, but my son really is a good guy. He's hardworking. He's had his issues. He's had his problems. He ain't perfect at all. Um, but he loves his mom. He listened to his mom. And right now today, he is so good to his girlfriend. Like he was there when she had the baby. Because y'all know I just had a grandson. He was there, just like through the whole process, going to the doctor with her, just being there with her. Like even when they come over here, I see how loving he is with her. He'll, let her sit down and, he go over there and sit by her and everything. It's just sweet. It is so sweet. But that's just the kind of person he is, you know. And so, you know, but I prayed, and this girl she's sweet, she's soft spoken. Of course, I don't know everything about her. I mean, of course, she probably acts different when she's around me than, with him. But whenever I see her, what I know of her, she is always sweet, always soft spoken. She's very respectful. Um, she and I get along fine. Um, she's a good mom. Um, far as I know, she and my son are good. You know, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't really even know what else to say. I mean, they're just good. She's older. She's older. Not older really than him. They're actually the same age, but she ain't 22, whatever. Um, I've met her mom. Mom is nice. Um, she seems to be close with her family. Um, I mean, yeah, I really couldn't be happier. She's a wonderful young lady. She really is. Wonderful young lady. I have no problems with her. Um, yeah. So, uh, yeah. So anyway, guys, just wanted it's kind of like a little testimony of, you know, the way things work. But let me tell you this before I close. All of it really seriously has to do with your intention. I don't care what you do, what you burn, what you freeze, what you uh, say you're gonna do away with, whatever kind of spell it is that you do. Everything has to do with intentions. This other stuff, the candle, the oils, all of that stuff is really just like points of contact. It's just materials. Everything comes from your heart. Everything comes from the sincerity of your heart, even if it's something most people would say it's bad or something. It still has to do with the sincerity of your heart and the uh, purpose of your heart. You know, what your real true intentions is. That's why you can't be double minded doing magic. You can't be, all wishy washy and, I want this today and then next week I don't. Can't be like that doing magic. It will never work for you. You have to be single minded. You have to know exactly what you want, how you want it. I mean, because what you're doing is you're manifesting a reality that um, can happen, is not happening, but that you see in your mind's eye, and you're bringing it forth to a reality. And you have to be steadfast in that until you see the manifestation, because that's just it. If it's in your heart and in your mind, and it comes out through your mouth, it's eventually going to be your reality. Those are seeds that you are planting. Those are seeds. And whether for good or whether for bad, the seeds are going to come up. Kind of like like wheat and tares or whatever, all growing up together, is going to come to pass, but it has to do with the intent of your heart, of what you um, really truly want. And that's why you can't be double minded. You have to, you know, fix your mind right. And you do that through meditation. You do that through your own personal prayer. You do that through, yeah, just, kind of knowing what you want, knowing who you are. That being able to really know who you are helps to know, and helps you to learn how to fix your mind on things. And I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I know y'all probably hear that background noise. That's just a little rain noise that I had going on. Anyway, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, please share, subscribe, and share if you want. But like and subscribe, and give me your comments. Let me know what you think. Until the next video, see you next time.